My name is Ramya Mariappan, and today I'm going to demonstrate the 281 personal project here. This is the architecture of my project. So when the thin client accesses the application, he's going to hit the node application, which is going to talk to a MongoDB for authentication. And there are multiple EC2 instances which have been set up on the AWS, and there is the application load balancer, which is going to route the incoming requests to different instances. And all these EC2 instances have access to the Amazon RDS, where the tenants have their own tables set up. And there is multi-tenant data being used here. So let's say, for example, the request comes from tenant A, then it will be routed through the load balancer to the tenant A's EC2 instance. Now let's jump on to the demo right now. So this is the EC2 instance where the grading portal is hosted. So the user is trying to log in. Let's say Akshay is logging in. Now he has previously saved these as grading strategies. So let's say right now I want to remove all of them and just keep 2 of them. So this will be the new grading strategies which will be saved. And right now he wants to grade. So once I click on the grade now button, it takes me to the load balancer, and which is in turn routing it to a particular EC2 instance where Akshay's jar is hosted. And if you see here, the grading attributes, only 2 of them which were saved earlier are being shown. So let's say I'm choosing test4.zip, and I'm going to unzip. So the UML diagram is generated, and I'm going to save the grades. So it was graded successfully. So now let's say a different user wants to log in. Ipsha is logging in. So Ipsha is not found, so let's create an account for Ipsha. And let's say for Ipsha, we choose all the 4 attributes. And click on the grade now link. So Ipsha will see all the 4 attributes. And this time, let's see how the parsing happens. Yeah. So this is Ipsha's. So the grades are saved. Now let's look at the next tenant. Okay, now let me log in as Kang. So basically he has 3 strategies which were already saved, and I'm going to grade now. So select test4.zip. So the request goes to the load balancer and comes back. So if you look at this diagram is totally different in color. It's coming from Kang's jar. So the grades are saved successfully. So my last tenant, let me log in as the last tenant here. And the last tenant has got 2 grading attributes saved. Let me remove, and I'll just keep 1 and saving it. Let's grade. So now if you see, he has only 1 attribute to grade, and Let me choose test4.zip. So the diagram has been generated, and now I'm just saying completion 100, save grades. It's saved successfully. So I also wanted to show how I have done the configuration on the AWS console. So I have totally 5 running instances. One is my all of clients, tenants 1, 2, 3, 4, and also my admin portal. These are the 5 instances running. And if you look at this, my grading portal URL is 1760. That is where I logged in from. And let me look at the load balancer here. So this is the load balancer which I've configured, and it has listeners to which I've created multiple target groups, and based on the rules they get forwarded to that particular instance, and the port is 3000 is what I'm using. Also, let me show the RDS here, which is what I'm using for the multi-tenant DB. So the instance which I'm running is MySQL,